is in the air here tonight. It's a big, big fight feel. I can't wait.
And there is Lance Skulls, there is Matt Bronson, there is Sean Murphy. The West Coast Heavies. But the man who is going to be participating in the match with hardcore gold on the line is the heaviest of heavies, Todd Quality.
Todd Quality is one of my favorites in the ring to watch. He is so fun, and he uses his size very much to his advantage every time I see him in the middle of that ring.
But where is he? I don't see him at all. We got Sean Murphy, we got Lance Skulls, we got Bronson.
Well, the heavies are in high spirits at the moment. Of course, Murphy retained that championship earlier tonight over Miles DeVille.
What a match that was.
What a match indeed. 5-star, 5-star, 5-star.
With Sean Murphy already retaining his championship, could there be more gold on the horizon?
And Lance Skulls is singing the theme song of Todd Quality, if you can believe it.
I didn't know that we were going to get a free concert out of this.
The dude's got pipes.
I've never heard of such vocal range.
Well, that's what you get with the West Coast Heavies. Lots of range.
I mean, these guys are a lot of fun to watch.
And what a reaction for Todd Quality here in the house at the Heavies build.
Is he going to wrestle in that velour tracksuit?
It's kind of his thing.
Well, you gotta be comfortable in there.
That is true. If not a bit warm.
And the Heavies are having a blast.
Lance Skull certainly passing the vibe check here tonight. He's already got amazing drip. I didn't know he had an amazing voice too.
Quality looks ready. But this is a hardcore match. It will be violent. It will be brutal. Anything can happen.
This was entrance, and I had to say, this has got to get under the skin of Todd Quality's opponent tonight.
Yeah, you can't imagine that Nick Hayez is particularly thrilled about looking at this combination in the ring.
Well, that's the thing, though. This could be all style and no substance in the end.
But it could very well be mind games as well. I mean, when you see the amount of confidence in that ring, it's going to be hard to combat that, especially when you're defending your championship.
But then it's a hardcore championship, and Todd Quality has called it before over and over again. Garbage wrestling and a garbage championship.
Well, Todd Quality cannot have that attitude if he is going to capture the gold and add it to the heavies tonight.
And here comes the hardcore champion. Nick Hayez. And look at this, he's got a bat in his hand.
Completely legal, by the way, if he was to use that bat to dispose of this entire faction.
Hayez, of course, won that championship from Big Rig Jimmy Mitchell. But he defends it here tonight against Todd Quality. Well, a certain section of this capacity crowd here at Hastings certainly showing their respect for the hardcore ways of Nick Hayez, but Todd Quality quickly in the face of the hardcore champion.
Well, Peter, this is not a popularity contest. It doesn't matter whether there's a subset of fans in the corner of either Nick Hayez or Todd Quality. It matters who's going to come out the victor.
Well, right now we are going to send it inside the ring for official introductions with Logan Hunter.
I'm ready for a fight, Peter.
You can cut the tension with a knife. Referee Jesse Walker has the challenging task here of keeping order in this hardcore match. There are no rules. aside from you must pin your opponent inside the confines of the squared circle to win that coveted ECCW Hardcore Championship, the last remaining championship of that great company, defended here tonight in the main event of Hog Wild, sponsored by Trev Dealey Motorcycles.
I can't wait. I cannot wait for this to start. We all know how much I love a good hardcore fight.
Well, the only responsibility that Jesse Walker has, referee Jesse Walker, is counting that 3. That's his entire responsibility, because this is going to be a downright fight.
And maybe staying out of flying objects.
Well, Hayez must be blinded by the lights here, keeping his sunglasses on. A bit of a nonchalant approach to this championship main event match.
It was a very bright place.
And if he had a fantastic night last night, I would keep those sunglasses on, if you know what I mean.
Come on. Hayez from behind. And Quality with the reversal. Hayez in the corner here. Here comes Quality, but miss with that big splash. Hayez from behind, resetting himself here, charged in. Quality dumped him over the top, back elbow to the shoulder. Quality off the ropes, dropped. Nick Hayez down to the floor.
I need to get Nick Hayes' optometrist. Those glasses are still on his face.
Quality in control in the center here. Hayez on the outside of the ring, now being chased. I believe the glasses have been lost. And Quality now rushing it. Oh, a cannonball from Todd Quality.
That is a lot of meat flying from the apron of the ring to the outside.
And Matt Bronson just rushed in for an impromptu call. Unbelievable athleticism from Todd Quality.
Rolling in like a cannonball.
And you can tell he wants this match. Wants to bring gold back to the heavies camp. And just sent Nick Hayez into that solid steel post.
But there's no rules in this, Peter. There's no disqualification.
Quality now got a steel chair in hand, holding it high above, and I don't like where this is going.
I love where this is going.
That's where it went.
Now, if this is truly a hardcore match, then why isn't the rest of the heavies getting involved, Peter?
Well, trying to keep this one as classy and championship as it's going to be, but...
Did you just say classy? This is a hardcore fight.
Well, also the heavies have gone good guy now, so they don't do that dirty tactic like they used to.
I don't know why you put quotation marks when you said good guys. They are good guys, aren't they?
Look at them.
And look at this. Quality being followed here by Nick Hayez. They're out in a sea of humanity as Quality's face just got bounced off of that table.
Well, these two are ready to wage war on each other, but I guess these fans are going to get an up close and personal in this fight.
Hayez still keeping control of this situation as they get lost here. Hopefully our cameras are able to follow them.
Doesn't matter where you're sitting at a CAW. When it's a hardcore match, you have front row seats.
Well, Peter, you have to clarify the rules here for me. Do pinfalls count on the outside or only inside the ring?
Well, so far as I know, they got to be in the ring as they make their way through the Hastings Casino here, sending everybody scattering.
And they can stay far away from me. Let me tell you, I don't want to get a close-up shot of this.
Quality just got dumped over that retaining wall. And
they're coming to our side of everything. You gotta watch out.
And Quality.
Hey, protect the gear, protect the gear. Here they come.
Maybe the commentator's curse here as Quality.
There goes Quality.
He was sneaking out there, taking a back door.
And now look at this. Here comes Quality.
That was a sick diversion there.
Nick Hayez just got his skull rearranged.
You love to see it.
And Matt Bronson loves to see it.
Who doesn't love to see it?
Well, not
Matt
Nick
Bronson
Hayez.
is wilding is what he's doing.
Good Lord! And Hayez could not block that. He stole the garbage can, now hitting Quality with it repeatedly.
That's a Rubbermaid container as well. Good brand.
I don't know know if Hayez can see straight, but he's swinging for the fences on that one, and now
What is that?
something from under the ring, a tube of some kind. And he lifts it above it. Oh!
Wow. But I think Todd Quality got a piece downstairs of Nick Hayez.
Well, he certainly did. Quality, at the same time that he was struck over the head, extended the hand, and the job was done.
Skulls is trying to poke him back to life.
And Hayez now on the outside.
Felt that slap to the back of the head.
And against that retaining beam. And Hayez goes down. Quality standing for now. And he's got that bin again. It has been contorted and broken over these men.
He's gonna look to take out the trash here.
Oh!
That was almost a crescent kick by
Down
Todd Quality.
goes Hayez. And Quality feeling the ill effects of what has been a hellacious brawl.
Well, these two hate each other. They're just beating the hell out of one another. And who's gonna bring home that hardcore championship?
Quality sending Hayez into the heavy section. And oh my goodness! Into about the 5th row here.
There's more work for the cleanup crew after the show.
And the heavies chant echoing throughout Hastings Racecourse. I think there's gonna be a lot of clips being shared to social media with the amount of phones that are being used.
Quality got that steel chair in hand once again, with ill intent here, as he...
And these kids at ringside really need to be careful as Nick Hayez cuts him off.
Oh my gosh!
What a steel chair shot right to the spine.
And Quality is in trouble out there, right to the head! Good grief!
There are no rules. Unprotected chair shots to the head are completely legal in this encounter.
And just as Quality did before, now so does Nick Hayez.
The meanest one survives, the cruelest, the most brutal, pushing the mat away to solid concrete.
Yeah, you talk about brutality. It's about to come up in the future of one of these competitors.
But it's all about who wants it more. Who wants the hardcore championship more?
Is it who wants it more, or who's the last one left standing alive?
I think right now Nick Hayez is trying to become the last man standing. But Todd Quality wasting a little bit of time. Ooh.
Hayez kicked that middle rope.
Right to the mandula.
And you're right, someone could be headed to the hospital after this one.
The family jewels have definitely been compromised for Todd Quality as Nick Hayez now with...
Look at this. Hayez trying to get that baseball bat, but Skulls grabbing it, and Quality got it right to the midsection.
And inadvertently helping Nick Hayez on that one.
Repeated strikes.
That's a steel bat.
Right to the head.
Quality has got to be rocked here. And he's in big, big trouble after taking several of those shots from that bat.
I don't care how big of a guy you are.
Wait a minute, look at this.
And this is execution right here.
Skulls, thank goodness, was able to get in. And Quality with a roll on 1, 2, no! 2!
Todd Quality almost with the 3 count.
What a lariat from Nick Hayez. Taking Quality down, but what is the condition of Todd Quality after all those shots from the baseball bat?
And look at what Nick Hayez just got out of his pocket, a steel chain, and he's gonna use them like brass knucks.
Things could be going from awful to terrible for Todd Quality here. Might have internal bleeding, but he was able to miss that. And look at these strikes from the right hand of Todd Quality. And Hayez shot back. What a shot! Sent Quality right to the outside of the ring.
One hit and all it takes with a fist wrapped with steel chains. Quality is down. He is seeing stars. I don't think he's going to see the belt tonight.
Well, fans trying to rally behind Quality here. Hayez back to the outside.
Hayez just has longer experience with the hardcore and how we do things here.
Quality has been a tag team wrestler and a singles wrestler, but you might be right, Babs. This hardcore mentality that Hayez has cultivated is certainly paying off dividends here.
And this is a fighting style that you cannot teach. You either have it or you don't, and it definitely seems as if Nick Hayez has it.
Very challenging to prepare for.
And I think what it is psychosis. You have to be a sick person to even want to do this.
That might be true.
I honestly think Todd Quality is out of his elements here.
Hayez, and look at this, it's wide open shots.
To be the hardcore champion, you have to have a significant lack of empathy, and that's exactly what I'm seeing from the champion right here, Nick Hayez.
Hayez still got that chain wrapped around his fist, goes to the corner, but wait a minute, here comes Lance, ran in with a chair.
Now what is Lance doing in there?
Oh!
Well, that's what he gets. What is he doing getting involved there?
As long as he doesn't jeopardize his singing career.
Oh my
Todd
God!
Hit the chair back in the face of Hayez.
And he's twitching on the ground. That had to have got him in the temple.
Can we get a heavy chant, boys?
And the heavy chant goes up.
Bronson right beside me going crazy.
I mean, at this point, you might as well have a fourth headset for Matt Bronson.
And Quality now could be looking to put away Hayez.
Oh, he spiked him.
Quality plex. 1, 2, no!
Nick Hayez able to hang on, showing why he's still the hardcore champion.
How many guys has Todd Quality put away with that very maneuver?
See, that's the thing. Nick Hayez has it. He has the psychosis, the evil to be in a hardcore match, but Todd Quality has the opportunist
Wait
in
a
him.
minute. Speaking of opportune moments, Todd Quality looks like he's got a board from somewhere here in the Hastings Casino.
I think we get them from Costco. We have like too many of them.
Do we get him in bulk? Because I think we're going to be going through a lot of them here tonight.
Quality doesn't
Look behind
realize
you, brother.
Hayez
Watch
back
out.
up on his feet, and oh no, Hayez.
Oh my! Right through that board.
Something happened to Nick Hayez, though.
Hayez still rocked from that chair shot, but just fell through that board with Todd Quality. Most importantly, damage may have been done.
Look at his, do you see that? Like his knee gave out almost.
Yeah, I noticed that, Babs.
1, 2, no!
Barely a kick out there by Todd Quality, who unfortunately, you mentioned he was an opportunist, but that did not work out in his favor, Peter.
Off the ropes now, here comes Hayez, drops the leg across the throat into the cover to retain the championship, but Quality kicked out again.
The heaviest of the heavies. It takes a lot to take down Todd Quality. Believe that, I've seen it.
Hayez still rocked. What could he be looking for now? Goes back in, make sure Quality ain't going anywhere.
Hayez needs to turn it up here. And what is Nick Hayez looking for under the ring? What is
that?
Oh boy, it's a table!
And this is bad news for Todd Quality as the attack continues from Hayez.
It's a true table with real legs.
And here we go, Nick Hayez setting up that table.
Once already was Quality put through a board, and now that table being set up precariously near the turnbuckles. Quality's head just bounced off of it, and now precariously laying on top. Bad situation for Todd here.
What does Nick Hayez have planned here?
Well, Hayez trying to get feeling back in that right leg as he goes to the middle rope. Towering above, here comes the champion, and oh no!
Oh my!
Hayez went for it all and missed in calamitous fashion.
Right on his keister. I am the table.
Hayez Hayez. Got to be feeling it in the spine here. Here comes Todd looking for a quality driver. Right on the chair.
That's gonna be it.
2, 3.
What?
New champion!
What?
A new champion has been crowned here
Are
in
you
Vancouver.
serious? The ultimate opportunist, Todd Quality, the heaviest of the heavies.
Celebration beginning with some heavy beverages for Todd Quality, the new ECCW Hardcore Champion. What a fight!
A massive celebration here as more gold has been added to the West Coast Heavies camp. We got a new champion.
But what about Nick Hayez? What about Dirty Eddie? What's going to go through both their minds tonight after this?
Well, I can't imagine that the boss is going to have a lot of good things to say, but the heavies are celebrating with beverages and belts in the middle of the ring.
And that better be sugar-free.
Well, I think they've earned it.
That's true. What a fight.
What a way to start 2026 for the West Coast Heavies. This has been Canadian Apex Wrestling Hog Wild, sponsored by Trent Dealey Motorcycles, for Babs and Davin Todd and Logan Hunter. I am Peter Brown. Thank you so much for watching. Good night, everyone.
Love you.